Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Rid.
We are just... The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken very short, and a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green!
On 1st and 10, Roth. And his first look is incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
2nd down now after the incompletion. To throw again. Roth. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Operating from the gun. Roth. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Gerald McCoy able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. They'll drop to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
To throw on second down. Roth is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the sparkling display of footwork. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Let's go. Blue line it. Blue line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Roth. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Second down now after the pass completion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll run on the draw. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, from the defense's perspective, that's a tone setter. They try to hit him with a draw early, and they snuff it right out.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go. Detroit!
Throwing again. Roth. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun. Roth. They juked him. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Roth. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
This one taken just inside the 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the 1st quarter of a 3-0 game.
Let's go! 3-19!
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 89 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the 1st quarter. It's a 3-point game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go!
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They got the ball to the outer 3rd of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Jeff Locke now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. On third down, Roth. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, they'll have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Jeff Locke now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. to throw again. Roth. And he comes back with one complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Roth. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now let's go. Green,
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roth. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Operating from the gun. Roth. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete right around the 8. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Roth, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Browns are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Eagles won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Third down from inside the 40. Quick pass is complete, and he ends up at the 14-yard line before he stopped on the play. Brown still on the field. Henderson's going to haul in the pass, and this goes 20 yards for the score. Browns push the lead to 10. Now to late in the second. Hardy's got the catch over the middle, and this play will go for 6. The Eagles trail now by 4.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Jeff Locke now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
To throw on 2nd down. Roth. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hang on now. Blue landed.
From the gun, Roth. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roth. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Hang on now. Green 39.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Roth. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. This is brought in by Hardy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. you end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Eagles on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Thomas Rawls unable to push his way forward for the first. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Back to throw. Roth, complete over the middle to Hardy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down. Doesn't matter how far they need for a first down. Throw them the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Calling a pickup of 7, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Operating from the gun. Roth. And his throw here's incomplete. To the air on second down. Roth got his man complete over the middle. That's Hardy. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 54 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hardy. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they're operating in the red zone.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now it's Brown. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing!
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of the game. If they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best, they always feel like they're one run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big. And we're starting to see that here in the second half.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Hang on,
a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. And keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Here we go now.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it.